Welcome to GlobeTrotter. We're visiting Fort Worth, Texas, Orlando, and Sanford, Florida.
You had a rendezvous with somebody new.
When I think of Texas, I think of big. And Texas is really big. And I think of cowboys, of course. Fort Worth is more than cowboys. It's filled with museums, restaurants, and many other things to see. The Modern Art Museum of Fort Worth is where you'll let your imagination escape.
Baby, don't you go away mad. Her kind's a dime a dozen, and that's not the kind you want.
But the reason that your eye lets you see, or you see the question mark, which isn't there, is the fact that there is no frame on this. He's painted clear to the edge, and there's no frame. A little protective frame, but not a decorative frame. So if you can imagine putting an 18-inch gold frame, I mean, let's just paint this gold all the way around, the chances are very good you would not see a question mark. Interstate, and one twist under the other one, and the other twist over but it suggests movement, not staying still. This one is called 25 Marylands, and it's based upon Marilyn Monroe. Now, Warhol was famous for painting portraits, and he started out painting portraits of famous people. Ultimately, ordinary people, but with money, paid him to paint their picture. Well, he saw this museum as a kind of oasis, a place of rest, of beauty, in the midst of the concrete, the heat of the city. So therefore, there is this man-made pond. It's rather shallow.
Art allows you to think, imagine, and live in the moment.
But this is a ladder for Booker T. Washington. Started the Tuskegee Institute in Alabama. Teddy Roosevelt invited him to the White House early in his term of office, early 1900s, and was roundly criticized. But Booker T. Washington was an early civil rights leader up through the 20s and 30s, the 40s, and then this is then a tribute to him, a ladder from Booker T. Washington, done by Martin Poirier. They're raising the question of where is the place today of the African-American artist and African-American themes, cultural themes, in art. And they go back to the whole history of Western art, not Western United States, but Western Europe. And so many of the famous artists were men, Van Dyck and Rembrandt. Notice the sneakers, the baggy, the pants with the cargo pockets on them that are popular, now that he has on. Some of us are not sure, and we've not been told, the gray circles. We're not quite sure where the gray circles fit in. We do know that this kind of vine that floats around has been used since Roman times in portraits of the pharaohs and of the Julius Caesar, the crown with the vine.
You can have a fabulous dining experience in the museum. The building itself is a piece of art. It involves the essence of life, water, sound, and air.
Hi, I'm Deborah Carl, and I work for the Sid Richardson Museum of Western Art in Fort Worth, Texas. And I'm standing between some fine examples of works by Edward Boland, who was known as Saddle Maker to the Stars. This saddle and chaps were made in 1949 as a special commission from Amon Carter Sr. and Amon Carter Jr., both of Fort Worth, and they were special gifts for the top 4 officers of our rodeo here in town. Yes, Mr. Richardson was very fond of original paintings by Frederick Remington and Charles Russell. Mr. Richardson was a Texas oil man who never married and had no children, and he collected these pieces, and they lived in his office here in downtown Fort Worth, in his apartment, and he had a home on an island off the coast of Texas, which he owned the island. He began collecting the paintings.
Giddy up, cowboy. The Cowgirl National Museum features stars of the cinema, such as Barbara Stanwyck and Dale Evans. This is the Bass Theater with angels on the facade.
I'm Jon Haggins. I'm here at The Point, and The Point is a great property where families come and they relax here at the pool, and the whole city of Orlando is a family-oriented, family-friendly city. And you know, we went on the skydive this morning, which was an incredible experience where we were floating in the sky. Yesterday I went to Sanford, and Sanford is a little town that I came from 50 years ago. I went back to the elementary school. And
this is the outdoor heated pool area. Once again, the families find this ideal for their vacations. Beyond the pool on the other side of me is the outdoor jacuzzi, and beyond that is our fitness center. It's a brand new property that was built from the ground up. And as far as our location is concerned, we've got a great location just one block from International Drive, which is the primary tourist corridor in the Orlando area.
This is one of the bedrooms at the Point Hotel.
Behind me are the two towers for the resort. We offer studio suites, one-bedroom suites, and two-bedroom suites.
you know, this is a very historic moment for me because I'm coming back to a town, a very small town, Sanford, Florida. It's the last stop on the auto train. But what I love about it is the fact that I'm feeling the presence of when I was a little child running through these streets and I thought they were boulevards, and I look at them now and they're as narrow as two cars. And what I also love is the incredible moss that falls from the trees, these canopies. It really is a romantic environment, and behind me is the school that I attended up until the 4th grade. It was the elementary school. The most incredible thing is to come back to Sanford and discover this little town and to find little treasures, like the schoolhouse that I attended up to the 4th grade. And it was a black, all black school, and the South was very segregated during the 40s and 50s. But now it's a historic site, and people can come back here and discover some of their history. I love it here. I love the moss, I love these oak trees, I love the cypress, I love the canopies, and the people are so friendly. As you pass, they wave, and you feel like, wow, I've come back home.
On 2nd and Magnolia was the movie house that allowed me to dream.
I hope you enjoyed the experience here in Orlando. This is a family destination. It's where everybody comes and they share the experience. We're here at The Point, which is a great property in Orlando. We also had skydiving experience, which I loved. The wind just whooshed me up into the sky. I loved it. And then the second part was going into Sanford. Sanford is a very still town. 50 years ago, it's where I came from. But I was able to go back to my elementary school and to visit the neighborhood. And, you know, it sort of reminds me and takes me back to all these great memories of my childhood. And going into the library and the museum and to be able to leave my book, Yes I Can, which is a Yes I Can experience that everybody can share. Because anything is possible. All you have to have is a dream. And the next thing was that I hope that everyone, and reading Yes I Can, will experience that Yes I Can experience. Until next week, I'm Jon Haggins, the GlobeTrotter. Remember, get up, get out, and travel!
Orlando's a family destination for everyone, so come on down. Look forward to seeing you next week at another great destination. So long for now.
And it never goes.